Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Sisternew here for our House of Villains Season 2 preseason coverage. Of course, here with Chappelle and Jenny, the hosts of our We Know House of Villains podcast. And we're here with one of the stars of Season 2 of House of Villains, of course. Big Brother fans know this guy from his many appearances on Big Brother, Mr. Pectacular, Jesse Goddard.
Boom! Yeah,
Yes.
everybody, just just a roar of just applause, please, please. I'm only one man. I know it, but my goodness, stop,
Yeah,
stop.
everybody listening is clapping along. Uh, Jesse, nice to see you. We're excited for House of Villains.
It's nice to be seen. Yes, yes. House of Villains. It's very subjective, but I think if the shoe fits, the Cinderella will make it to the ball. I am
Yeah.
here. The
Now,
That's
party
what I
is
was
started.
wondering. It was like one of my first questions was like did when you got asked to do this, did you feel like, am I a villain, or is that like, yes, the shoe is fitting?
I as soon as I saw this show, first and foremost, I loved the idea, the premise. Like it couldn't be more fitting and more just catered to Mr. Spectacular if I actually drafted it up and wrote it myself. This is such an amazing platform just because of all the different facets of reality television, all having a huge collaboration, a melting pot, if you will, for a TV show. And then we all get to have, a pissing contest of who the best villain actually is. Do I think I'm a villain? Absolutely not. Nobody's a villain in their own story. No, not at all. Zero. Ask my mom. She said, no, Jesse, you are a saint. Everybody wishes they were you. They just don't understand you. I said, Mom, you know what? I think you're absolutely right. That's why everybody hates me, because they ain't me, as crazy as that sounds. I'm unrelatable. I'm polarizing, if you
mhm.
will.
Yeah, I feel like you're a good choice for this cast, though. I looked at all your people you're competing against, and I don't know, Jesse. I think you have a good shot at taking this whole thing.
I listen, if there is a person that you should bet on, it's this guy right here. I mean, and it's completely in line with Big Brother. If you don't think I haven't sat here and tooled over my mistakes, which I haven't because I don't make mistakes in life, right? Obviously. But at the ripe age of 22 and then 23 years old, having another opportunity at exactly the same type of game, except for are the other villains up for it because they've never been a part of a competitive challenge TV show like this. They're all in their own right,
Yeah.
respectfully, their own villains. It's the circus. The circus is in town. You're going to get to see the bearded lady, the elephant, the sword swallower, the blue man, the muscle guy, if you will. I just happen to not only do what everybody else does pretty well, which is speak their opinion into existence, but I have abs too. So I win, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse, but I want to be serious here for a second because I think that the Mr. Spectacular side of you really is what people think about you. But, I'm old enough to remember back in BB11, and you were looking like the person who was running the show, potentially on your way to a win. Are people maybe sleeping on Jesse the strategist?
I have chills, Rob. I have chills. Shh. Listen, the beautiful part about this is nobody knows. Nobody knows that aspect of Mr. Spectacular. I show the villain side that I want to show, and that's what they will be led to believe. I'm dumb. I'm incompetent. I'm narcissistic. All I do is flex my muscles. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I do. And there's going to be a lot of that
Yeah.
between Richard
Multiple
Hack
things
and
can be
myself.
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we just treat him like a mushroom. Keep him in the dark, fill him full of shit, and don't tell him anything about my gameplay. Let's keep that on the hush hush between me and you.
I think Big Brother is one of the few shows that properly would prepare someone for this particular show. You've got people on this cast that have not even been on any sort of competition show or been stuck in a house with a bunch of other personalities. And I would say you might even be even more uniquely prepared given the casts you were a part of, which I think were both full of a lot of big personalities. So I'm curious if you can say, uh, Is this House of Villains cast crazier or wilder than your experiences of your 2 seasons of Big Brother?
So, flat out, yes. 1000%. All the way up till the finale. Every single episode, sincerely, absolutely. And being a part of not only Big Brother season 10 and season 11, which these kiddos that get brought into the reality world of Big Brother get given the DVD of season 10 for a reason. This guy, right? There is no Dan without Mr. Pectacular. There is no Jeff and Jordan without a Mr. Pectacular. To be able to become somebody that is a legend, you have to make moments in television and reality television as a whole. And I promise you, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, if there was ever something I could be truthful on, this entire season, from episode 1 to episode 10, all the way up until Christmas, it will be worth watching every single episode. I promise you. I promise this is, and the cast that's on there, everybody, in professional wrestling as well, everybody's a walking, talking gimmick. Everybody's jockeying for camera time. Everybody wants to be in front of the camera more than the other person. I just happen to be able to not have to say a thing, right? And flex and or post, put a smile on somebody's face because I'm doing this. Come on, anybody? All right, all right. It's there, and I want to steal the spotlight, but these individuals are professionals in their own right, and I definitely have my work cut out for me, but I think I held my own way better than they thought I was going to, for sure. But I mean, Katie Muse, like Camila, obviously Teresa, Safari, I never even knew about. Huge personality. Richard Hatch, like Wes, all these guys, Larissa, and obviously even Victoria. The things that come out of these people's mouths, I instantaneously want to obviously have a quick-witted comment back for, and I'm just like, just there's going to be a time. There's going to be a time, and there is a time, and I have my moment. So I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And when we come back and you watch this, you're like, holy crap, he was 1000% right. I was like, I told you.
You had some pretty big moments in Big Brother, some very memorable fights, especially in your first appearance. Can we look forward to seeing some of that side of Mr. Pectacular here on this season of House of Villains?
I've honed my shtick to be about myself. My dad always used to say, if you can't make fun of yourself, you shouldn't make fun of anybody else. Well, these other individuals are definitely more inclined to do the latter of the two. And so be it, to each their own. But I like to elicit all the true emotion off of what I do, because I'm the star of the show as far as I'm concerned. If you ask me and my pecs, can't see them, but trust me, they're there. When it comes down to it, though, I think that the moments that we are going to have inside this, it's right out of the gate. It starts immediately. Just like Big Brother, the game starts now. Expect the unexpected. The game starts now. Like I play for keeps. Like this $200,000. I have a chance now to not only redeem myself, but I'm playing for keeps.
Mr. Pectacular, was there anybody in this cast that you got starstruck by meeting?
The only person I sincerely actually knew was Richard Hatch. I'm being like, does Mr. Pectacular watch Housewives? Come on, like, no, honestly, no. She is a Taurus. I have nothing but the utmost respect for her. Absolutely, like, God bless her. Do I watch RuPaul's Drag Race? Come on. Do I think anything of Wes from the challenge? Because I mean, listen, no, all right. Other thing, I'm just real quick, on this show, we have to dress like a villain, right? Not some bum that can just show up in different colors of gray. All right, I can't do it. Like, you have to look the part at least. Granted, he has like a diabolical look. Obviously, so does Richard. There's a handful of other individuals that are respected in their own right. Gucci, Prada, this, that, and the other thing. Awesome, cool. But when the pecs pop out, like, the eyes are on me. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. But look the role, people. This jawline isn't by mistake. This is villainous as it gets. I tell you this because it's true. I don't need facial hair. I don't need facial hair. All right? I don't need facial hair. Period. Full stop. End of story. Game over. The villain doesn't have facial hair. Boom.
I personally hope you wore the vest that you're wearing in the cast promo photos like the entire season because it's epic.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, 1,000. And then even better, I one-upped myself.
I
The
can't
only
wait.
reason I say that is these guys, other than not knowing them, because you do your due diligence and your homework once you're inside the house, absolutely. Other than Richard Hatch, like he, in my mind, I'm like, obviously he's won. There's other people such as Wes that has respectfully won. Granted, I think like 3 times, but I think he's been on the challenge like 30 years in a row or something like that. So it's crazy. I was almost going to ask him what the dinosaurs were like when he grew up, but I didn't even get that far. The point is, 1 out of every 10 years isn't that great of a statistic. I mean, you wouldn't even be batting if you were in the MLB. So kick rocks.
Jesse, the Big Brother franchise is without a host for the jury roundtable. Have you offered your services to host the jury roundtable for Big Brother?
Absolutely. If they want to extend that role to me, I would do it. I think they might know what they're getting themselves into with me, though, and it might be more me focused than jury focused. So I might have missed the cut on that one. I'm not quite sure. I'm not ruling it out. But if Mr. Spectacular is on there, it's going to... I wish I was on the jury. Let's put it that way.
In your time with Richard Hatch, did he talk you into becoming more of a birthday suit wearer than your normal Mr. Spectacular uniform?
If there was 2 people that are villains that wear the least of like articles of clothing, it's Richard Hatch and myself. And he said numerous times that I wore less clothes than he did. And he was naked inside the hot tub every single morning. So to anybody that wants to feast their eyes on all things spectacular, this is the show for you.
Okay. All right. Well, Jesse, we're really looking forward to watching you and all the villains in action 2 nights of the premiere on E!
So excited. Watch me sincerely mop these fools up because they don't, like, to your credit, Rob, they don't know what they're in store for. Much like I already assumed that they don't know who I am and I didn't know who they were, respectfully. These people are professionals on their own show and have their own lives. But in this space, it's time to put up or shut up, and there is some gameplay involved. There's only a handful of people that are playing. I'm definitely one of them. So we'll see. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. It's going to be spectacular. I promise you.
All right. Jesse, we'll be watching. Thank you so much for making some time to talk to us, okay?
Off to the gym I go.
Off
Big
to the
surprise.
gym.
Barely
work
get that
out?
in there.
Oh,
Grind
God.
don't stop.
Yeah. All right. And listen to all of our podcast coverage. Go to weknowvillains.com to subscribe. Jesse, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jesse.
guys.
All right. Take care. Bye.